Right, good evening, all. As I said just before, Irene will be giving us a Devar Torah and Robert will be davening for us, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. In the meantime, Irene, if you would like to give us the benefits of your view there, you need to unmute yourself as
I've
well.
I've been trying. There was a problem. I don't know why, but anyway. Um, okay, so hang on a minute. Why is there something on my screen now? It says I'm mute, but I am unmuted, aren't I? I don't know.
We
Looks
can
like.
hear you, Irene. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not muted. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Chanukah Sameach. Um, Before I start, I just want to remind everyone that we light the Hanukkah candles before the Shabbat candles. It's just to let everyone remember that. Okay, so this week it's the Seder of Mikeitz and it's also Shabbat Hanukkah. I'm going to link them a bit because I'm going to speak about my Yehuda heroes, two of them. We, of course, in the Sedra carry on the Yosef story, but a central character is Yehuda, who is in a prime position this week because he takes a leading role. And eventually he persuades his father, Yaakov, to allow Benjamin, to go with the brothers back to Egypt. And it's also Yehuda who insists that all the brothers take responsibility as a group and get arrested together when the silver cup was found in Benjamin's sack. And as we'll read next week, Yehuda saves the day and causes Yosef to tell all the brothers who exactly he is. So Yehuda basically understood the whole situation and realized it was getting worse and worse and worse, and no one could handle it, not even his older brother, Reuven. And so he took the lead and the initiative before it became a crisis, and he stepped up to lead. Last week in Vayeshev, Yehuda had shown responsibility openly in the episode with Tamar. And he also possessed compassion this week, as you've seen in his protection of his youngest brother, Benjamin. Hashem rewarded Yehuda for this strong character by giving him and some of his descendants the kingship over Israel. And we Jews are Yehudim, and we all need to know that we as a group and also individually share these personality qualities and values: leadership qualities, responsibility, and compassion. And another Yehudit features in this festival of Hanukkah with us in the Hanukkah miracle, Yehuda HaMaccabi. After Matityahu, his father, who was the high priest, took a stand against the Greeks and the Hellenists, it was Yehuda who led the people in battle and miraculously defeated the mighty enemy, restoring the second temple to its former glory and purity. And that Yehuda was also a true natural leader. And when they rededicated the temple, the people reaccepted the Torah fully, more so than at Sinai. There was no pressure, and they accepted out of their choice at that time. Throughout Hanukkah for 8 days, we light candles to commemorate the miracle of the oil that was found in the temple and that lasted 8 days when it was only sufficient for one. And in our davening and benching, we will be adding the Al Hanissim prayer, which describes the miracle on the battlefield when the few and weak defeated the mighty army. Both of these miracles make up the festival of Hanukkah, which highlights our spiritual survival in Torah study and our physical survival as an independent nation. And both our physical and spiritual survival needs worthy leaders so that we can carry on. Now, as we come up to today, celebrating Hanukkah is a reminder of those miracles and also of the daily miracles we see, but sometimes may not realize, like in nature. Apparently, though, to come back to Jewish thoughts, apparently more Torah is being studied by more Jews than at any time in our history. We have our own independent Jewish state where the majority of Yehudim now live. And although we again unexpectedly are seeing rising anti-Semitism just about everywhere, we are also hearing stories, more and more of them, of Jews recovering and rediscovering their own Judaism, which may have been hidden, and other people becoming more religious. We're all one family, and we're all Yehudim, the descendants of Yehuda, the son of Yaakov, and Yehuda, the son of Mattityahu. And we have our own Yehuda. We have our Rabbi Yehuda and his wife Yehudit. I'm also Yehudit. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Chanukah Sameach.
Thank you very much, Irene.
Kaya.
That's very interesting. And now I would like to move on to